Have you ever noticed that some losses you simply can't process right away? There's no immediate crying, no screaming, just that strange silence, that feeling like the world stopped making sense for a few seconds. That's exactly what happened to Harry in the Department of Mysteries. Sirius Black walked into that battle smiling. And look, that matters. He didn't walk in desperate. He didn't walk in afraid. He walked in the way Sirius always did everything in life, with a spark in his eyes and the certainty that standing beside the people he loved was worth any risk. 12 years locked in Azkaban, years hiding as a fugitive, and he still showed up because Harry needed him. And that's where the story starts to hurt in a different way. Sirius and Harry had barely had time to be a real godfather and godson. Think about it. Harry's entire childhood was stolen by the Dursleys. By the time Sirius finally stepped into his life, there was never enough time. It was always a letter, a whispered conversation, a meeting that ended too soon. Their whole relationship lived in the space between what could have been and what never got the chance to happen. And then came the veil. Bellatrix lands the spell. Sirius smiles. Some say he didn't even understand what was happening in that instant. His body falls backwards slowly, and disappears behind that tattered curtain swaying without any wind in the middle of an ancient stone arch, inside a room that shouldn't exist. Harry screams, tries to run. Lupin holds him back, and the world keeps spinning as if nothing happened. What makes Sirius's death so disturbing isn't just the loss, it's the way it happens. There was no goodbye, no last words, no moment you expect in stories where the character gets the chance to say everything that was left unsaid. Sirius simply was gone, laughing maybe, or without even realizing, and Harry was left carrying all of that inside his chest. Because the veil isn't an ordinary death in the Harry Potter universe. Nobody knows exactly what exists on the other side. There are voices that come from there. Hermione hears them, Harry hears them, which means that maybe it's a place. Maybe it's an in-between place. Maybe it's the end. J.K. Rowling's genius was precisely in not answering that, leaving that pain wide open, like a wound that won't heal because no one can diagnose it. And Harry spent the rest of the saga carrying that uncertainty. Lupin said Sirius didn't suffer, that it was quick. But does that truly comfort anyone? There's a world of difference between a quick death and a good death. Sirius didn't die in the arms of someone who loved him, didn't die in peace, didn't die after having lived what he deserved to live. He died in the middle of a battle that never should have happened, in a trap that was set precisely because Harry couldn't tell the difference between vision and reality. That weighed on him too. Harry carried that. Sirius Black's death isn't just a loss within the story, it's the moment Harry Potter's childhood ends for good. It's when the magical world stops being an adventure and becomes a war, and that curtain keeps swaying without any wind. So let me ask you, if the veil is a passage and not an end, where did Sirius go?